The other day I bought this balloon making kit. It's just awesome. Hold on. Okay, you guys ready for this? Okay, so let's make this little V. I made a dog! This is probably the most random intro you'll ever see in your entire life. Boop. Hey guys, it's Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, probably a little over a month since I've made a video, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna quickly go over where I've been before I start this video. So what happened was I did get sick again. Most of you know that I do have stomach issues, so that kind of flared back up. I ended up going to Arizona to visit my dad. Came back, just had a lot of issues going on, personal issues. Got sick again. Got like the flu. I tried to film a video like last week, but it just did not go very well because I've been so out of the groove of things that I just couldn't focus and couldn't film. But I'm sitting down for you guys today and filming a video. So yeah. So before I start this video, I want to just put a disclaimer in there. Yes, I know I should have gone to a professional to get my hair done, and I tried to do that, but me being the impatient person that I am, I just ended up doing my hair myself. So yes, you can save the comments of me just going to go get it professionally done and stuff like that. So yeah, let's just get into the video. As most of you know, that I was growing my hair out because I had a lot of stomach issues, and then I had a lot of hair loss because of how much weight I lost. And so I was just trying to take care of my hair and not bleach it or anything. You can see in my old videos how I had my natural like dark blonde roots going. I would just put like fashion color at the end of my hair, and I just left it at that. The reason why I'm always changing my hair color, like the fashion colors, is because I'm someone that cannot have the same hair for a long time. I just get like that itch and urge to do something different. Basically, my hair was pretty much grown out to a point where it was getting healthy, everything was good, and I just wanted to put a few like blonde highlights framing my face, if that makes sense. I have this light blonde hair color. For some reason I bought one that I've never used before. I don't know if they were out of the one I usually get, but I bought a different brand, and I think that's the mistake that happened that started all of this. So I was like, sweet, I've been doing my own like hair for a really long time, like especially just putting like in random highlights. Nothing, like I'm not a hairstylist, I don't do hair, I don't know anything about color or whatever, but I know my hair, if that makes sense. So I know how to kind of work with it. But basically I start putting everything on, and I'm like, oh, I'll just put a few highlights in the front of my hair, it'll be cool. You know what, maybe I'll add a little bit more. So I was like starting to put some in just random sections, I guess you could say, just to brighten it up a bit. I wasn't doing like all of my roots. Probably just take like 5 or 10 minutes. My hair usually takes really quickly to things. I'm wandering around the house, and I pull up my camera on my phone to kind of like check things out, see how the process is going. And I pull up the camera, and my hair, I'm not even kidding you, turned brown so quick, and I was so freaked out. I rushed straight to the bathroom, and I'm throwing my head under the sink and like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, trying to rinse it out real quick. And I'll post a picture right here of what it ended up looking like, but there were just so many different colors going on. So my roots ended up being like a reddish brown color, and then I had like the bright blonde at the end of my hair, and it just looked a mess. So I ended up going in with some like gray fashion color to kind of like tone my ends down, because it was so blonde at my ends and so like red brown. It just, the contrast of it was like not pretty at all. So I kind of made my ends more of like a darker silver color. So many different tones going on in my hair. At this point, I'm going to Arizona in a couple days, so I was calling up the girl who used to do my hair back home, and I was like, oh my gosh, gosh, I messed my hair up. I'm sending her pictures being like, hey, can you get me in? I just want my blonde hair back. I don't want this red brown in my hair. So I was calling her up and she's become so busy so she could not fit me in. And I was just like, I don't want brown hair. Like, I was so impatient. So the next day I went to Sally's and got some bleach. I didn't know what I was getting myself into basically. I only used a 20 volume developer. I didn't use anything crazy. I even put coconut oil on my hair just to make sure to protect it a little more, even though it's not gonna stop the damaging of bleaching your hair. So I started on the parts that were brown because I was like, okay, those probably need to process more. I stayed away from my roots and I stayed away from my ends since those were already blonde. So I left that on probably about 20 minutes before I put it on my roots. And then I go to the mirror. This is the part where it gets kind of freaky. So I'm like, okay, it's probably about done. I should wash this out. I go to the mirror. When I use the term fried off my hair, this is not the reason why I cut my hair off or anything, but literally, I have two little like fuzz bald patches right here because the bleach ended up taking off like my baby hairs and I like completely fried off my baby hairs. So when I saw that like right here, I started freaking out because I thought like all my hair was just gonna fall out. So I literally just started crying, staring at myself in the mirror and just freaking out. And then of course my roots took so quickly and ended up being like white. I don't really have a picture. If I find one, I'll put one right here. But literally it was white, like a pale yellow and then white. So I just looked ridiculous. And at that point, I was like, oh, what did I do to my hair? I should have just left it, and I just kept going with it. So basically fried off right here, freaked out, thought my whole hair was just like gonna fall out. Turns out it was fine. Ended up toning my hair after that because I was freaking out. And so I ended up with super white blonde, like the whitest blonde you've ever seen in my roots. This was kind of like not as yellowish, but it was still like a very pale yellow color. It wasn't like ugly, but just the contrast between the white and the yellow looked so weird. And then the ends of my hair took to the toner so much that they turned purple. I ended up going to Arizona looking like a crazy person, and I had my hair up in a bun like the whole time. I never took my hair down because I was so just like, I was so sad. I was just like, what have I done to my hair? So I ended up putting like, I think it was purple over my head and just left it at that. I ended up cutting off my hair. It was like to here. It's not because it was damaged or anything. I just wanted to change and I was like, you know what? We're gonna start back over, square one. I'm gonna get a cute new little hairstyle. Just put fashion colors over my hair. And right now my hair is like a purpley, silver, gray, blue. Like there's just so much going on. It looks different in every lighting. But I am happy with my hair finally. I got it to what I wanted it to be. And we're just gonna basically not ever do that again. So if you guys have any stories about, you know, messing your hair up or something went bad that you didn't think would, leave them down below because I want to know if I'm the only one. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, and I think I don't have anything else to say. Love you guys. Bye.